5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start.
The matter was put up on the quantum of sentence on the next day, and placing reliance upon various judgments and keeping in view the fact that the violator of the minor girl was the guardian himself, and therefore no liberal attitude should be taken, and the incident had taken place within the house, the sentence of death was awarded under Section 6 of POCSO Act, and for 7 years apart from the fine imposed under Section 506 IPC to the tune of Rs 50,000, which was to be disbursed to the victim as compensation under Section 357 CRPC full stop. A recommendation was also given under Section 357A CRPC to the District Legal Services Authority Kurukshetra for awarding compensation of Rs 4 lakh to the victim full stop stanza. The reasoning which prevailed to record the conviction and the passing of the extreme order of death penalty was that the factum of the aggravated penetrative sexual assault having been done was proved from the statements of the prosecution witnesses full stop. Thus, the appellant was held guilty of having committed the aggravated penetrative sexual assault oblique rape on the intervening night on the court in his own house, and the material witnesses having withstood lengthy cross-examination and their statements remaining unshaken and consistent at all stages prevailed with the trial court full stop. The medical evidence in the form of the examinations of the victim and the witnesses and the statement given by her, and the fact that there were blood stains present on the pajami and there was a small tear present along with bleeding, were the grounds which the trial court kept in mind full stop. The DNA report also having supported the said charge as such, with human semen being detected on bedsheet and having matched with the DNA profile from the blood sample of the accused, was reasoning given keeping in view the provisions of Section 29 of the POCSO Act, and the appellant having failed to rebut the presumption full stop stanza. It was also noticed that no defense evidence as such had been led, and neither any plausible defense had been put to the main witnesses, the victim, the mother, the neighbor, and to the investigating officer full stop. The factum of the birth certificate having been proved by the concerned witness appearing for the municipal council Kurukshetra, and which had matched with the school record as such to show that her age was 13 years, having been born on 17/7/1999, and therefore she was a child under Section 2 of the POCSO Act, and her statement had been recorded under Section 164 CRPC also, wherein she had at the initial stage also stated the manner in which the violation has taken place was the reason as such which had prevailed with the trial court full stop stanza. In our considered opinion regarding the first issue, counsel for the appellant has not been able to convince us regarding the factum of the crime having been not committed, and the minor discrepancies which have been sought to be highlighted, which are without any basis full stop. The prosecution has proved the charge beyond a shadow of doubt, and there is no such inordinate delay which would go on to show that the appellant was falsely implicated, which is the case as such held out that the mother was having an extramarital affair with the ex-sarpanch, and that the child in question was having an affair with someone, which had been objected to. The sequence of events would go on to show that PW14 full stop. The investigating officer got information that the crime had been committed against the child and had been asked to proceed at the spot and had met the victim and her mother at the bus stand full stop. The legal aid counsel had been accordingly asked to come at the spot. Who had reached the spot, the victim had got her statement recorded, which was read over to her, and the victim had signed in Hindi, and her mother had affixed the right thumb impression on 27 August 2019, full stop. The offence under sections 376 within bracket N and 506 IPC and under section 6 of the POCSO Act having been made out, the information was sent to the police station for registration of the case in the FIR at 4 p.m. full stop stanza. A perusal of the statement would go on to show that specific averments were made that on the said night of 24 August 2019, the father had turned out the mother from the house after quarreling with her and the minor had been picked up from the coat on which she was sleeping with her brother and violated on another coat after taking off her lower clothing on two occasions and threatened that she would be killed if she states the incident to anyone full stop. The father having gone away from the house in the morning and on account of having severe pain in the stomach, she had told about the occurrence to her mother a day later and who had taken her to the Sarpanch who had made a phone call to the police station full stop. The statement is also duly signed by the legal aid counsel though not examined as a witness full stop. In the statement also there is mention that quarrel used to take place in the house under the influence of liquor full stop. The FIR was accordingly registered at 6:30 p.m. on 27 August 2019 and the police made a request for the medical to be conducted by the medical officer General Hospital Kurukshetra on the said day itself full stop. The MLR dated 27 August 2019 which was done in the presence of the mother showed the presence of a tear on the pajami and the discharge and the blood stain apart from the fact that there was also a tear present at 5 o'clock on the vaginal wall and there was bleeding full stop. The victim of assault by the father is also mentioned and told to the medical officer PW4 Dr. Sarita which is incorporated which was duly proved by examining her and she had submitted her affidavit in affirmative which is to be read as part of examination in chief full stop stanza. In cross-examination, the only infirmity which they could point out was that the victim as such deposed about the assault by her father earlier also 4-5 years ago for 2-3 times full stop. The victim was also taken to get her statement recorded under section 164 CRPC on 28 September 2019 full stop before the Chief Judicial Magistrate Kurukshetra wherein she had repeated the version which she had already given to the police wherein there is mention of a upper room and the mother being hit with a brick full stop. The magistrate had also noticed that being a child she could not specify regarding the words of rape and assault but had defined them in her own language full stop. The arrest of the appellant was made on the same day by the investigating officer PW14 from the bus stand being produced by the member panchayat and thereafter taken to the place of occurrence wherein the demarcation had been done and thereafter produced before the hospital authorities for medical examination full stop. The said investigating officer had earlier also got recovered the bed sheet on 27 August 2019 taken from the site-wide possession memo for which the DNA report has also come wherein the factum of the allelic pattern of the bedsheet matched with the blood sample taken off the accused full stop.